Hi, my name's Norm Sandusky, and I'm gonna steal DR1. Hello, my name is David from Sweden. You are not going to steal DR1, otherwise I am going to shoot you and tie you up with zip ties from Chad's basement. Oh, So, wrote a DR1. You guys been watching it? There'll be a link in the description below this. My mate Norm Sandusky's been out there helping the guys with a scene that involves the racing of 250 size copters racing against DR1. Now, if you're not aware of this DR1 series, it's been produced or co-produced by Chad Kappa. David Bindersall starring in some episodes there as a drone catcher or drone hunter. It's been absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see the next episode. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It sounds like the guys had a right blast filming. I have no doubt that it was a really long day, because that's generally what it is when you're filming on set. Right, so I suppose we better start this week with the DJI Vision 1 release. Our friend Simon from First Person View went out to Shenzhen, China to witness the release, and Simon got to fly it, play around with the DJI Lightbridge integration, and he said that he was very impressed with it. And I have to say, I am not a massive DJI fan. Some of you will already know that, but this looks like a really great craft, and I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. If I can, I'm going to meet up with Simon in the next few weeks. We're going to go down and as soon as he's got stock of them, and maybe take a closer look at the Inspire 1 and the capabilities of it. And hopefully we can give you guys feedback on that if you are interested.
Hi guys, I'm here in Shenzhen. Yesterday we went to the Inspire 1 DJI launch event at DJI in Shenzhen. Pretty intense day. There's been quite a few questions on Facebook that I just wanted to answer. One is the flight controller. What is it? We weren't actually told. It's apparently a completely new flight controller, and they haven't come up with a name yet. It's in the Inspire 1. It will also be available separately later, but no announcement or official announcement on that as yet. This one does do RAW, so you can record 4K, 12 megapixel images, stills. It's not. It's actually if you were looking at the specs of the Vision Plus, you might say it's a smaller number, but apparently it is. They are better pictures. It's a better sensor. They're bigger pixels, if that makes sense. That's what they said. So it's got this new optical flow thing on the bottom, so you can fly indoors, and it will position hold. You have it in GPS mode. But when you're indoors, when you can't get a GPS signal, it will use the optical flow, and that works up to about 2.5 meters. It also has ultrasonic, so rather than relying on the barometer, if you're indoors, it's throwing the signal down the floor, measuring how long it takes to get back, and it will hold its height that way as well. So for those people trying to do indoor shots, that's going to be amazing. It's a 6S battery, lasts about 18 minutes. The standard battery is right on the limit that you're allowed to take on an aeroplane. I think it's 99.99 watt hours. They do an enhanced battery which just goes over that limit slightly and takes you up to 22 minutes, but for obvious reasons they're sort of restricting that a bit, because it's going to be harder to transport to the dealers, it's going to be harder for you to use. And obviously there's a little bit more cost, although they haven't released cost of either batteries as spares as yet. Get a standard battery with it, of course. The SDK stuff was quite interesting, but I'll do a separate video about that. Obviously it's got a 3-axis gimbal, the Inspire 1. It's got a built-in filter thread on the front of the camera, so you can put like an ND filter straight onto it. It's a CMOS. The camera is quite nice, it clips on. The whole gimbal and camera assembly are one, but it clips on and you can take it off, and they were tight-lipped on what exactly the upgrades are going to be, but I potentially can see infrared camera, thermal camera going on there as well, or replacement cameras if you happen to damage one. When it comes down though, people have said, what about smashing the camera on the floor? When you come down, and you come down quite quickly, we tested it, and it will put the legs down, if you like. They call it transforming when it goes from that to that. So you can come down and it will automatically land and protect the camera. So in theory you can't damage the camera. I'm sure if you were hurtling along at 22 meters per second and an oak tree happened to step out on you, you can probably manage it, but it should be easy to replace. There's two packages, one with one controller, one with two controllers. They both have light bridge built in. If you have two controllers, you can set up one as master, one as slave, and one person's controlling the camera, gimbal, and the other person is just controlling the aircraft. There's all sorts of new switches and dials on the transmitter, including light bridge out. There's even a couple of buttons on the back which don't actually do anything yet. They're kind of reserved for future use. There's a CAN bus hub port that doesn't do anything yet. It's reserved for future use, so no doubt they'll come up with something weird and wonderful for that. There's a tripod mount in the transmitter, so you can put a Blackbox screen or similar directly into it. Yeah, some really neat features in it. It's got the nice new scroll wheel for doing the tilt of the camera if you are operating on a single operator. The app's really great. All sorts of new features in the app. You can change the camera settings from the transmitter, like exposure and that sort of thing. Yeah, some really great stuff. And today we're going to see the factory. I think we're going to do a bit more flying tomorrow, Saturday morning, in a garden somewhere apparently, so that should be cool. We're going to try and shoot some more footage, and I'll try and see if we can get the memory card and actually get the footage that we shoot from on board the Inspire 1. Great stuff. Okay, subscribe and keep watching, and I'll submit more news as and when I get it. Okay, thanks for watching.
TheNickDude has got a great video on his channel with a Blackout 330 running his version of a Blackbox data recorder. From what I understand, the RCTV-UK on board his Blackout has been programmed to talk to an SD card capture device, and basically it records all the data from the flight. So if at certain altitudes or throttle position you're getting problems, this will help you to detect it. I think it looks like a great piece of software. It will be coming to the Clean Flight. Apparently the integration of this code into Base Flight, which it already is, and Clean Flight is just a couple of lines of coding, and hopefully when Dominic gets time he will include that as well. Great video. It's worth going over and subscribing to the TheNickDude's channel. It looks like he's doing some great things there, so please pop over and let him know we sent you. Paul from BMS Web, obviously one of the YouTube stalwart great content providers, has been playing with the Naze and Taranis setup. He started a tutorial starting off with a bit of soldering based around setting up the Taranis and the telemetry on the Naze 32. A really great video, done brilliantly. I was actually talking to Paul earlier on Facebook, and he said that he went through the whole video without turning the microphone on, so he had to do the whole thing again. I know, not without turning the microphone on, but without starting the camera. I know how that feels, Paul, because I've just gone all the way through the first section of this with the camera, with the microphone off. So it looks like whatever it is going round, I've caught some of that too. While we're on the subject of news, firefighting helicopters are to be grounded if drones are spotted within a safe distance of the bushfire. Obviously this is aimed at you guys in Australia. Just a word to the wise, you know, if there is a bushfire going on and they're using the helicopters to try to bomb the fire to bits with water, if you put your drone in the air, you are potentially grounding these helicopters, which then could lead to a loss of life, livestock, people's property and so on. I think the governing body for this may be being a little bit heavy-handed. Maybe there could have been some sort of slightly less stringent control of you guys, not totally grounding you. But at the end of the day, when people's lives and that are at risk, I think it's a responsibility for all of us to do the right thing, which in this case may be to not fly. Right, last week's winner of our weekly video is Quad Mover flying his Warfox 250. I have to say, I think that you are a very deserving winner of the weekly video, flying the Warfox on the setups, the crazy setups that you guys are flying them on, and your acro ability, line of sight, seem to be second to none, if I'm to be honest. It was a close-ish battle, second place coming very close, and then after that 4th place. A lot of you guys are watching this video, but we're not getting a lot of votes. Now it makes it easy for me to count, but if people don't vote for the videos, I don't know whether we're going to end up with a true result, you know. So please do vote on the videos, guys, and while you're down there you might as well click the thumbs up button, eh? Why not? Right, this week we've got some fantastic videos. In fact, I couldn't narrow it down to 5, so we've actually got 6. First up this week, we've got Juz 70 with Abandoned Barley. This next one, Gregsy2000, not a YouTuber that I've ever come across before. We spoke last week and I spotted one of his videos called Scarab Knife Red 270. This is a copter that I've never seen before, and the guy, I love the video. It's obviously taken a lot of work, and his boss let him fly around the wood factory as well. This is well worth a watch. Video number 3 this week, we've got RC YouTube royalty from Mario, RC Shin flying a DRQ 250 uncut. This is a really nice video. Mario talks us through it rather than having music for it. It's a totally uncut video. I really enjoyed watching this one.
Hi guys, thanks for joining me on this nice morning flight with my mini quad. This was in Schwarzer im Gebirge, and it was actually so much fun that I thought I can try uploading it uncut. So it will have a few boring scenes, but all in all this was a great flight and gave me really an enjoyable flight. Hope you like it. Here in the background you see the Falkenstein, and I already flew here a few years back ago with my tricopter, and I almost reached the top of the mountain and then flew here over the river. I'll link this old video here also.
In at number 4 this week we've got Metal Danny flying the Blackout 330 with the 2000 kV Cobras. This is your fault, Danny. In here there's a couple of props, some 2000 kV Blackout motors, and in amongst all the bits in there is a Blackout 330 which I will be building, and that's all your fault. I am actually in the middle of a build right now. This just needs tidying up, all the wires are shorting. This essentially is a Racer X quad by Norm Sandusky, my friend out in the States. I was flying this with the 2-piece arms, and Norm said, I'll send it out to you, I'll send you some single-piece arms out. So I've actually rebuilt this and completely moved all the soldering irons, completely moved all the ESCs. So I'm really looking forward to flying that. Once this is done, then I'm going to build the Blackout. I've just got to order some ESCs for that and we'll be good to go. So cheers, Danny. This guy's name, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right, but I shall try. It's Mark Coquillo. I came across this video on YouTube the other day. Watch this, guys, just beautiful. And from what I can see in the description, he's flying quite a small quad with a little gimbal on it. last but not least, we've got a fantastic video from Stunt Double, one of the long-term mini quad pilots and YouTube guys. He's flying at a school that has been disused. Check this out. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of another week's episode of RCTV-UK News. I do apologise for this one being a little bit late. Last week I had toothache, I had to have a tooth out, so you've probably seen me false teeth flopping up and down. And while we're on that subject, please hit the like button and please subscribe. If enough of you guys watch this video and give me a thumbs up, I might be able to afford some new teeth. I'm Matt Barnard. Bye for now.